Good morning. My name is Mrs. Parrigon. I am your instructor for English 101 online through Crowder. I wanted to go over a few things as we start this new semester. This is my first time teaching a college class online, and so wanted to give you a video so that you would be aware of what I'm expecting, and it's good to have some face-to-face interaction when you don't know who your instructor is. So I'm going to turn the camera around onto the computer so you can see the Blackboard screen and what that looks like, and so you can follow along as I point out some things. Maybe. Here we go. So this is what your screen should look like. Announcements will be here on this first page. If I ever have any announcements to send out, I'll post them here, and they should also be sent to your email as well. Course information over here on the left-hand side. This is important for you to find and look through. The first folder is something that I have uploaded, and then the second two items are from Crowder. This first folder, if you open it up, contains the syllabus and the schedule for the class. The syllabus, if you follow through with this and open this up, it talks about the prerequisites for the course. My contact information is here. This is my personal email, and this is my personal cell phone number. I'll talk about this later, and it's in the syllabus, but please don't contact me unless it's an absolute emergency at this number. I check my email constantly, and this email is also forwarded to my school email address. So if you email this address, I will get back to you very, very quickly. An important thing to look at here is the other requirements for the class, which is the grading scale. It's not a normal high school grading scale. It's a little bit adjusted for Crowder. So a 100 to a 92% is an A, 91 to an 85 is a B, and then so on and so forth. So it's a little bit tougher than a high school grading scale is, so keep that in mind. We will be writing, Crowder calls it 7 papers. It's really 2 longer paragraphs and 5 papers. So that's what we'll be accomplishing this semester. If you continue to scroll down, you'll see the late work policy. I don't accept late work, so if you ever turn in anything late, just a regular assignment, it'll just be a 0. And then late essays and papers lose 10% of the total points for each day they are late. So if a paper is worth 100 points and it's 1 day late, it automatically loses 10 points, and so on and so forth. For this class, you need to make sure you have access to Blackboard through some kind of internet browser, either Safari, Chrome, Firefox, or Explorer, and access to email. We'll also be turning in papers through Microsoft Word, so be sure that you have an up-to-date version of Microsoft Word. The required textbooks for the class are Back to the Lake by Thomas Cooley and the vocabulary book for English 101 that Crowder puts out. Blackboard is the learning management system that we'll use, and I'm going to go through where everything is located on Blackboard for you, but this paragraph tells you where everything in Blackboard is. The online etiquette, if this is your first online class, just something to keep in mind is that when you're leaving feedback for your peers, because we lack that face-to-face interaction, online is sometimes hard to express facial features and tone of voice and things that you would have in a normal classroom. So if you're leaving a written comment, please just keep that in mind and try to keep your written comments to be as polite as possible. If you have any technical support issues, like if Blackboard isn't working or if something won't post, please do not call me. Please call Crowder, because I don't really have, I can help you a little bit with Blackboard, but if it's completely not working, tech support will be your biggest help. At the end of the course, you'll have a course evaluation that you'll complete, and that will be worth 10 extra credit points for the course. So please be sure to fill out the course evaluation. We'll have assignments every week. You'll have discussion board posts and responses. Let's talk about your discussion board posts. Every week you'll have 2 threads that you will respond to. One will usually always be about the textbook, and the other will be about your writing. So the first 2 weeks, you're not divided into groups, but when we begin working on essays and papers, you will be divided into groups. So you'll see how that evolves on the discussion board. For your discussion board posts, I'm looking for specific sentences or statements from the text that shows that you've been reading the book. And when you begin to leave feedback on your peers' writing, that you leave constructive comments and that you leave constructive criticism. I will get a more detailed expectation of what I want your discussion board responses to look like, and I will hope to get that posted by tomorrow. But just keep in mind that I want more than just 1 sentence or 2 sentence answers on the discussion board. And the rest of this explains how much your papers and essays will be worth for the class. So that is the end of the syllabus. So you can exit out of this and then come back to course schedule underneath the syllabus and open this up. The course schedule, and I actually need to upload a new copy just to adjust the vocabulary quiz pages. Other than that, it's up to date. So this is what a schedule will look like for the week. So let's just look at this first week of August 21st. You do have a syllabus quiz that is due by Tuesday. So read through the syllabus that's under assignments and just turn that in there. You are assigned to read chapters 1 through 3 of Back to the Lake by Tuesday. And you need to post to both discussion board threads by Wednesday. One will be about the textbook and one will be just an introductory thread. It explains the instructions there in the discussion board. You'll write your first paragraph for the class. That will be located, the assignment's located under assignments week 1, and then you'll submit that by Thursday. And then you can respond to at least 3 student responses from any of the threads by Friday. And then your vocab quiz for this week is actually from pages 1 through 7 of your vocab book, not 2 through 8. It's the same words, it's just the pages have been adjusted. So that's what a schedule will look like for each week. And then next week you'll see the kind of the same pattern when things are due. Then the week of Labor Day, obviously I probably won't check in with you on that Monday, but I will check in with you on that Tuesday, and then we'll continue with work and start your first narrative or your first essay, the narrative essay, that week of Labor Day. So if you continue to scroll through the schedule, that is what each week looks like throughout the semester. Okay. So if you're on Blackboard, you can look at course documents. Your lecture notes are posted under course documents, but they're also posted under assignments for each week. So then I'll also put the essay rubrics here that they'll also be under assignments. So the main 2 that you'll look at are assignments and discussion board. So let's look at assignments first. You do need to read this word about lecture notes here. Lecture notes are really important to the class. If you don't read the lecture notes, it's basically as if you're not in class. So make sure that you read those lecture notes. So let's look at week 1. Everything that you need for week 1 is in this week 1 folder. So your notes for chapters 1 through 3, your first paragraph is there, the assignment, the explanation for your first paragraph is there. Your syllabus quiz is here. So if you click on this folder, it will take you to the syllabus, and then the actual quiz is on this document, and so you'll download this, save it to a new name, so save it to your computer, fill in the answers on that document, and then upload that by Tuesday. And then your vocab quiz, the way vocab quizzes will work is they'll be posted each week to each folder, and the actual quiz is here as a PDF. So you will need to open a Word document, and you will just, you'll say like example number 1, whatever the correct answer is for number 1, you will put in the letter here on the blank for number 1. You will do this for every quiz this semester. All your quizzes will be 20 questions long, 10 will be definition matching, and 10 will be fill in the blank matching. If you look at the quiz, you'll see that you only have 20 words, but from pages 1 through 7, you'll have about 60 or 70 words you'll need to know, but I only quiz you over 20. So I'm not quizzing you over 60 words a week. And let's go to the discussion board. So you'll see here I've got your first 5 weeks I've posted so far. Let's look at week 1. So you'll see that I have the chapter 1 discussion board thread, chapter 1 through 3, and then your introductory thread. So chapters 1 through 3, you'll open this up, you'll read what I've asked you to do, and to reply, you just simply hit reply, answer the post, and then to reply to someone else's, when they've posted, there'll be another reply button, and you would just click reply. And then this introductory thread, I want you guys to get to know one another. This is an online class, and it's hard to always have face-to-face interaction in an online class. It's basically non-existent. And so I want you guys to introduce yourselves, and then the information that you write for this first introductory thread can also be used for your assignment for week 1. So you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone for this assignment. And then you'll notice if you go back to the main page of the discussion board, you'll see the rest of these weeks there. And I'll post a document here under discussion board that explains some expectations for posting. That is kind of the basic flow of Blackboard. Again, if I ever have any announcements, I will post them here. You can read the announcement for the class that kind of goes over some of this information that I've gone through on this video. Let me make sure that I've gone through all the things I wanted to talk about. Just be sure to make sure that you read the textbook, read the lecture notes that go with that. Under assignments, this top document here just tells you about why it's important to read the lecture notes. So I can't really stress that enough about reading those lecture notes. I won't wait for that to come up. Just make sure that you read the lecture notes, read that document, and follow that along. Be aware of deadlines. There are a lot of deadlines in this class, so be aware of that and just follow the schedule. That schedule will be your a very good help to you for this class. The last thing that I want to mention, I am a huge fan of availability and communication. I teach a high school section of this same class, so I understand the idea of being in high school and taking this class. So if you ever need anything, please do not hesitate to contact me. As I said earlier, I'd rather you not call my cell phone unless it's like a life and death emergency. If you've had a death in your family, or you're sick, or you're going to miss a deadline for some reason, then you can call me. But if it's something that can be explained via email, please use email. Other than that, if you have any questions at all, please email me. I want to help you. I'm proud of you for taking this class as a high school student. So just know that I want to help you succeed in any way that I can. If you have any questions, please feel free to email. Have a great rest of your day, and class starts tomorrow. So happy working starting tomorrow.